back to our channel. Say hi, bug. All right, so we are going to be making homemade chocolate chip cookies, all organic. I'm going to use all organic ingredients. Okay, so for this recipe, you are going to need chocolate chips. The chocolate chips I use are the non-GMO semi-sweet chocolate chips. So this is the brand that I use. I tried to look for organic chocolate chips, but I couldn't find any that were 100% organic. But these will do, and they're super delicious. So I use about a bowl full, so I would say maybe about a cup and a half, whatever you guys have. And then I'm going to do one half of unsalted butter. This is the Organic Valley unsalted butter. We're going to want 6 tablespoons of sugar. This is the raw organic cane sugar. So you're going to want 6 tablespoons of this, as well as the 6 tablespoons of brown sugar. I use the organic brown raw cane sugar. Really good texture, tastes good, and it's organic, so I use that. So you're also going to want 1 egg, and these are the Organic Valley eggs. If I don't have those, then I just get the ones from Rayleigh's, and it's just the organic eggs. So you're going to want 1 egg. Next, you're going to also want 1 cup and 1/8 cup of flour. So I use I forgot what brand I use because I keep it in the freezer in a Ziploc bag just to preserve it. Its shelf life, however, it is organic. It's like the organic all-purpose white flour, or I know it's unbleached flour. So that would help if I knew that. But yes, it's just organic flour. And then you're going to want 1 teaspoon of sea salt or Himalayan salt or any salt of your choice. I use the Himalayan pink salt just because it's better for you. So I used that, and then I also used a teaspoon of baking soda. So I just used regular baking soda for this one. And then I'm going to want to add a teaspoon of vanilla. So I use this vanilla. I use the Watkins vanilla flavor. It is non-GMO. I got that from Sprouts. If you guys have Sprouts near you, that's where I get most of my ingredients. But I'm going to use this one today. And that is it for the ingredients. So let's get to mixing. So what you're going to want to do first is you're going to want to put in your butter. So, and you're going to want room temperature butter. You don't want it melted. You don't want it cold. You want room temperature. So I'm going to do room temperature butter. And then I'm going to do my 6 tablespoons of white sugar. And then you're going to want to do your 6 tablespoons of brown sugar. You want to make sure you got all those ingredients out. Okay. Next, you're going to want to mix all of those ingredients together. You're just going to want to cream those together. So after that is creamed together, you're going to want to add your 1 egg. So you're going to add that together. Okay. And then you're going to mix. Then you're going to add the remaining ingredients. You're going to add the remaining ingredients. So I'm going to go ahead and pour in my flour. And then you're going to want to pour in your salt and baking soda. And then you're going to want to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it a little bit. It's not even opened. I just bought it for these cookies. It's because I ran out last time. Okay. All right, and then you're gonna mix the remaining ingredients together. Before it's all the way mixed, I'm gonna go ahead and just add all my chocolate chips. And then continue to mix. So I want to just add the rest that was left on here just so I can get a lot of the ingredients off. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my spatula to kind of mix a little better along the bowl just to make sure I have everything mixed in, like the excess flour that my mixer didn't get. So I want to make sure I have all of that, and I'm not going to like scrape this to the T. I'm just going to get a little bit of excess that can be used for the cookies because I don't want to leave anything behind. Okay, so I'm going to take my spatula and I'm going to just mix the bowl. And it smells really good. And I got powder on my shirt. Usually I wear my apron when I'm baking, but it looked funky. I need a new one. I wore it when I was pregnant a lot, and so it kind of looked better. I got a bigger sized one, but I'm just going to get a better one next time. Okay. Okay, so now that we have our batter all mixed, I'm going to go ahead and put them on a cookie sheet. So you're just going to want a regular cookie sheet that can go into the oven. And then you're going to want to grease it up. So I don't have parchment paper, and I don't really like to use foil because every time I've used foil, I've had a bad experience. I don't know if I'm not doing it right, but I'm just going to prevent any kind of accidents with these cookies. So what I use to grease it up a little bit is my olive oil. So I'm going to go ahead and turn these lights off. Olive oil. So I use the organic coconut, coconut olive oil. Blech. Okay, organic coconut oil. So I'm going to use this to grease up my pan a little bit. Once I've greased up my pan, I want to roll my cookies into little balls. So you don't need like a huge ball just because you want to be able to put a whole bunch on there. So I'm going to go ahead, and you need to make sure your hands are washed. I didn't wash my hands on video, but I did wash my hands, of course, because other people are going to be eating these. So just be courteous of others when making these. Okay, so here's my first ball. I just want to roll it into like a perfect little size ball. I like to do a perfect ball because I want the cookies to turn out the same size, especially if they're going to be cooked next to each other. You don't want them to merge into each other. Oh, my son, just walking around. Okay. Okay, so now that I've rolled all of my dough into balls, I am going to flatten them. I'm going to flatten them just because I want to shorten the time that I cook them for, and I like them to be a little bit more even, just so that way when they do cook, I don't get raw dough in the middle and extra chewy. I like them just to be perfect. So you're gonna go ahead. Okay, once they're all flat, like that, you're gonna go ahead and place them in the oven. So you're gonna wanna put them in the oven. I like to put them right here. So typically that is my middle rack. That is my middle rack since I only have 2 racks. So I like to put it right there just because it cooks it a little better. You can put it on the bottom one if you want. I just don't recommend putting it right on the top. And then you're gonna put them in for 350 degrees. I just messed that up. And then you're gonna put it in there for 10 minutes. And you're going to periodically be checking on them just to make sure they don't burn. And so while we wait for those cookies to cook, I'm gonna go ahead and start prepping for my dinner tonight because that does take a little bit longer. I'm making some enchiladas, so I'm gonna go ahead and get back to you as soon as they're done. All right, our cookies are all done. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this batch cool and then we will try one. They're still cooling and there's one more batch in the oven now. Really, Bug? Ay, caramba. All right, Ari, say thanks for baking with us.
Say thank you.
Yeah. All right, guys, so that's it for today. I do have our cookies right here. So we are gonna go ahead and try one. Want to try one? Perfectly centered. Want to try it? No. Want to try it? Oh, you like it? Do you like it? Do you like it? He's looking, he wants more. Thank you for watching today's video, cooking cookies with me, baking cookies with me, and stay tuned for our next video. Say bye.